Battle cruiser operational.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Pantheon, it's a DEFCON 1 replay from RJB. It's going to be Light and Soma, two of my favorite players of all time. Top left, it is Light. Bottom left, it is Soma. Alright, man. TVZ shenanigans here on Pantheon. A good 4-player map, a recent 4-player map. It is ginormous. Look at how big it is. Look at how big it is. The middle is so much room for activities. We've got weird high ground positions for siege tanks and marines and lurkers and stuff. We've got places you can put tanks and hit stuff inside your opponent's main base. We've got high ground here as well. We've got weird mineral-only expansions. We've got 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock expansions with gas, as well as the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And then it's all mirrored because, again, it's a 4-player map, with a little eggs here to help wall off against early Ling rushes, and yo, good map. Good map indeed. All right, Soma, I feel like we're going to go hatch first here at about 12 supply, and Light is going to send out Marines at a weird time here because he knows that Soma is likely to go hatch first on this 4-player map. So hit that like button if you're excited to see a TVZ featuring Soma and Light. Oh, man, I'm excited. I am stoked for this stuff. Really, really good. Are you joining the live streams that I'm doing here on YouTube and twitch.tv/FalconPaladin 6 times a week? Tuesdays are for other games, but Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are StarCraft Brood War. It's a good time, man. Friday nights are for StarCraft 2 out on Twitch. There's the hatch first. And it's just we're trying to make this a professional streaming career for Falcon. He got laid off last September, applied to 250 jobs, could not find any. And now he's trying to make a go of this thing. So thanks everyone for supporting. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody who's out on patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Appreciate everybody who is also supporting here as a member on this YouTube channel for as little as a couple bucks a month. Pretty easy to do. SCV comes down, says, yes, I had a feeling that the Zerg was down here just based on intuition. Can't see this Overlord. But yeah, that's a hatch first. That pool is halfway done. Like I said, Marine move out timing against this hatch first. The drone's like, you better not throw down a bunker. You're not allowed to throw down a bunker here. Get out. Here, attack me. Attack me instead of making a bunker. Another SCV is coming. It is a bunker opening. There it is. Bunker coming up. Not in range of that hatchery, strangely enough. A little bit further away. A little bit harder for drones to get out here, I guess. Weird place to start it. He starts it, pulls the drones, and is like, hey, how about you lose all this mining time for nothing? Right? What if you lose all this mining time and I lose a couple SCVs worth of mining time? It's really only one because he probably has an SCV down here anyway. And then look at all of these workers. They're so afraid of this bunker. They did kill it. At least he killed the Marines, though. There we go. 3, 4 drones died there. Every Marine died. Both the SCVs live because they have more HP than Marines do. And then we go to work down here. That hurts. That is a fantastic scout and great opening from Light. Good anticipation of what the Zerg player was going to do and good attempt to punish Soma here. Whew. Okay, so that was an exciting open to that game. We're not even 4 minutes into it yet, and my heart rate is already up. There's the expansion from Light. 3:30, later than he'd want it to be, but he got some aggression done. He lost a ton of mining time for his Zerg opponent. Dude, he's back. He back. Oh my gosh, he's back with 3 Marines. This dude, get behind. Get behind. The drones are like, you're not getting behind. Absolutely not. This is really not bad. Dude, the aggression is real here from Light. He's sending Marines down. He's sending SCVs down to do bunker placements. These SCVs are tanky as all get out. And if you're Soma, you're annoyed by this. You're like, hey, man, I can't wall off against you. Why can you wall off against me? That's entirely unfair. And Light's like, have you been seen who's been winning every premier tournament, every high-level ASL and SSL for the last months? It hasn't been a Terran, I tell you that much. Hasn't been me, says Light. So I'm going to do everything I can to slow you down. Zergs are terrifying right now. Macro hatch indicates a lot of Mutalisks. It's a Soma game. We anticipate mutas from this guy. He is still the only dude I've ever seen to win a high-level TVZ where all he did was make mutas and lings. That's it. Mutas and lings against the Zerg player, or against the Terran opponent, and won. It was awesome. I mean, we've seen some, I guess, since then, but that was the first time I ever saw it done. Especially during the live stream. There were a couple games with Larva against, I want to say it was Speed or Scan or some Terran with an S name in front of it. There's the Spire timing in about 5 minutes. Super delayed because of all these shenanigans here. But yeah, Larva doing that. Larva just going heavy into Mutalisks and bullying the poor Terran player until they just gave up. They lost too many SCVs. They were like at 15 workers at 10 minutes, and they were just sad. And they GG'd out of sadness. They died of a broken heart, like Queen Amidala in Star Wars, which I will still maintain is one of the dumbest things in the Star Wars movies. There's a lot of dumb things in the Star Wars movies, but friggin' Queen Amidala, Padme, she gives birth to beautiful, healthy twins, Luke and Leia, looks at them, names them, and says, well, my husband's a Dark Lord of the Sith, and he tried to kill me, nothing worth living for, and dies. Bullcrap. You have children. You have children to care for. As a father, I will tell you, I will do anything for my kids. And the first moment that I held my own kids, it changed everything in my life. Everything. My first son was born, and I changed as a human, and she did too. And for friggin' George Lucas, who's a terrible writer, let's be honest, he's a VFX guy. Star Wars is about spectacle and vision, and that's why we watch them, and they're good at that. But he's a bad writer, and it annoys me to know when that happened. Anyway, there's an attack coming down. There are no Sunkens at all here. There are 7, 8 Mutalisks in production and a handful of Zerglings. Does he want to go in? He's not actually forcing any Sunkens. He scanned that and was like, there's no Sunkens there, but I don't like it. I don't like it. There's a lot of Lings out from Soma out here. I can smell it. I can smell it, and I can tell it by these Lings that are running around. It's not the whole group, but I know they're there. Third base coming in right side. How are we dealing with defending that? Mutalisks and Lings. No sign of a Hydra Den yet. We are making Mutas. We're giving them a Carapace upgrade to do much, much better against the Marines than they would if they didn't have the Carapace upgrade. Because anything that's an armor upgrade is really good against Marines, because they shoot very small amounts of damage very, very quickly. And armor is best there. So, kind of Soma's jumping on this. No, he decides absolutely not. Absolutely, positively not even allowed. Third base still coming in. No Hydra Den. We are defending this with Lings and Mutas. It's a really long distance to go to from light on this map. We talked about how big the map is. If you want to get across here with Marines and medics and stuff, you're going to go and get harassed the whole way. The whole way. Mutas will be picking off the Marines at the edge of your group, picking off medics, falling back to this high ground where you can't hit them. Super annoying stuff. So I appreciate Light's not even trying, I don't think, to get over there. So by that, the Mutas are winning. Hydra Den now coming in, as well as a Queen's Nest here at 8 minutes. Didn't have to invest in Sunkens at all. This is kind of incredible. I like it. I like the follow-up from Soma. Goes into Mutas, gets some upgrades. Doesn't invest in Sunkens. Tries to keep the natural base protected and third base protected entirely with Mutas, with Zerglings. Keeping these guys alive. Keeping the Mutas alive as much as he can. Not committing into an engagement he can't win. He's being very smart with it. I appreciate it. Oh, and quick heads up, too. I recently launched my third YouTube channel. One is for Brood War, this one. One's for StarCraft 2, another one, which you don't care about. And one is for my other gaming that I do. I play other games, you guys. I've got a long playthrough out there of Last of Us Part 2. I've got a Warcraft 3 campaign out there that was a lot of fun to do. I've got Chrono Trigger out there. I've got Final Fantasy 7. The Steam version that I played through with a bunch of people in my Discord server too. Lings and Mutas decide it's time to end this, and I don't know if that's the right move. All the Lings died because of the fire bats, and that was not a great decision to get in there. I think he should have kept stacking, kept harassing instead of just committing. But yeah, the fire bats were awesome. Anyway, there's a link in the description. It's youtube.com/@Falcon Paladin Plays. Pretty easy to find. And yeah, got a bunch of playlists out there that just document my experience playing stuff out on Twitch that I've expanded and exported to YouTube for your enjoyment. If you have any suggestions of what games you want to see me play out on Twitch and stream it out on that channel, let me know, and we might get in there. Hive done. Evolution Chamber done. Adrenal. Not enough money for Adrenal. Defiler Mound before Adrenal. That's okay. I believe in Soma. Soma understands the concept of what's important here in TVZ, and Adrenal's on the list. So, you're totally going to get there. I believe in him. Light's just really been penned in here at his main and his natural, hasn't he? Hasn't even tried getting a third base yet. Production tab doesn't have a command center in production at all. Muta's trying to pick off those tanks because the tanks are the concern here with this group. Sunkens, Lurkers, really good against Marines, not as good against Siege tanks. Trying to keep that Siege tank nestled inside this Marine group. Ooh, picking off a medic's always nice, though. That's always a win. Consumes on the way. Still no sign of Adrenal. I worry immensely. Worry very much. Oh, a couple Mutas died. Ling's trying to jump on that tank. No, pull back, recognizing they can't. The Marines are covering it. It's very, very tricky micro here from Light to get this tank down here without getting picked off by Mutas or by Zerglings. And Siege Tank's firing up on that creep colony. Every hit on a creep colony, every hit on a Sunken is a massive win. Here for Light. Trying to swing up this right side. More Lings coming from the third base. Picking off a few reinforcements. Irradiate's not done yet. Science Vessel's here for detection purposes. Not for Irradiate purposes yet, but it will be there soon. The one Siege Tank is much better than two Siege Tanks, but it's still a Siege Tank. It's still a major threat. The Muta's dive bombing in here and trying to kill it. They does kill the tank with the Glaive Worm bounce. That Lurker dies before it can burrow, jumping in and trying to kill that Sunken, but the Lurkers are causing problems. And by that I mean there's one Lurker here, two Lurkers, three Lurkers have now burrowed. Every Muta is dead. A new Siege Tank. He worked so hard to get rid of that first Siege Tank. Oh, man. This is terrible. This is terrible, terrible stuff. All right, man. Nice, nice. Nice Dark Swarm there. Here from Soma. And there's one Lurker in there. Yeah, he is immune to Siege Tanks and Marines, but there's only one. More Firebats, I think. We have Firebats in the production tab here from Light. And a third base is coming up inside, I want to say, the main base. Yeah, there we go. Inside the main base here. So Scourge, one connection, not two on that Science Vessel. Irradiated Lurker. Just trying to get some spines off before he dies. That's it. That's his bucket list. I want to kill some Marines before I die. Adrenal's getting fired up. Dude, at 12 minutes. He was getting a hive at 8. It is late, late, late. But he wanted Dark Swarm and Lurkers first. I can understand it. I really do. No supply blocks. No supply blocks. Dark Swarm, Lings, Lurkers positioning here further out, away from this spot so the Terran can't get in. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Third base coming in 12 o'clock. I'm just completely exposed here from Light. If these Lings rolled in there, they could force a cancel on that thing immediately. He's got to check it. He's got to check it. You guys being here is nice and everything. You can check certain truth movements, but you got to get up here and shut this thing down. That's big for Light. That's so big for him. Getting that third base without having to invest anything to defend it is big. Look at all the investment Soma has to make to defend this. It's a lot. It's a lot of investment, isn't it? Lurkers. He'll Dark Swarm it when he needs to. Probably now, honestly. Probably now, honestly, would be good. Oh, nice Scourge snipe. There's the Dark Swarm a little later than I would like to have seen, but hey. Dude, this base is going to finish. If Light wins this game, I'm going to attribute it mostly to the fact that this base is finishing. I mean, this base is done too, which is nice. But there's no gas at that base. Therefore, I do not care about it. An SK Terran player certainly does. Plus, he's making dropships. Hey, you know how Falcon feels about dropships and TVZs in every matchup. Getting drops is good. Plague. Ooh, first plague of the day. Firebat, no. Scourge, no. Lurkers, yes. No Firebats at all here. What's going on? Nice tank snipe. Lings have Adrenal. They're feeling bolder. They'll fight Firebats. They'll fight Siege Tanks. Okay, someone's doing it right. Getting this tank count down. I don't know why there are this many tanks anyway. Again, just to break the front, obviously. It's not Hydra meta. Maybe it is Hydra meta. We getting upgrades for Hydra Soma? No, definitely not. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. Getting Metasynaptic Node. Oh, this third base in a lot of trouble. The fourth base also an immense amount of trouble. SCVs running out from both locations. This one's trying to go this way, but there's already Lings here, man. Oh, just pulling back to where the Marines are. Good enough. SCVs getting sniped. Forcing a liftoff on that command center would be pretty good, too. 44 to 51 workers. Cracklings. Drop in the main. Big drop in the main at the same time, though. Fire bats, medics, and Marines going to town. Lurker trying to shut this thing down. Dark Swarm finally pops on the Lurkers. It was a dangerous position for a minute, but it still is. Actually, another Dark Swarm comes in. Great position on that one. Lurker's defending this thing as much as he can. These Lings, yeah, they did force a liftoff on that command center. It's not actively burning down. They're going to get cleared out. Scourge on the dropships mean no more further drops from those guys, and no evacuation for these dudes either, but Lings jumping on it. Carapace upgrade, Adrenal do clean out every single Marine and medic. The remaining ones are dead. Drone count 54 to 42. Worker count in favor of Light. Pretty fine. Fourth base is done. Those dropships dying, he should have evac'd the dropships a long time ago. As soon as the drop was done, he should have sent them back home. That was a one-way trip for those guys, and he knew it. Instead, Scourge wiped him out. Now he's got to make a couple more, and that takes time away from your production of science vessels. He's not doing it. He's like, okay, drops were good. Maybe not as good as I wanted. Kindness plating's on the way. Every Terran player feels a shudder in their spine when they hear those words in that sequence. They know what it means. And they've got to keep the Zerg player pinned down here. They got to keep him pinned. These drones need to work. See, look, even Soma forgets to put his drones to work after he makes them. Just for a minute. It's okay. You can forget too. Just don't forget for too long when you're playing your games. You'll be all right. Lurkers? Yes. 4 base in Terran, even if one of them's minerals only, I'll take it because he's SK Terraning. He needs a ton of minerals for the Marines he's making. Marines are the backbone of this whole darn thing. Plague, a bit of a backbone here. Another plague here from Soma. Nice pullback on that science vessel. Hiding out inside the Dark Swarm a little bit until the Lings show up, and then you want to get out. Couple Lurker spines. Scourge. No connections. Beautiful micro and great control on those Marines from Light. 135 to 99 total supply. Light is up. Ultras get done with the chitinous plating. Now getting anabolic synthesis. Speed for these boys is a big deal. What do we talk about TVZ? When Ultras and Defilers exist. If you get across the map and you go Dark Swarm Ultra, the Terran player falls over. Same thing in this position. Dark Swarm Ultra, Terran player falls over. So Light's entire job now is to keep that from happening. This is what this group's about. This group's about. This group's about. This factory is for. This science vessel or facility is for. Is for keeping an eye on the Terran or the Zerg troop movements. Keeping pressure on, yes, but more importantly, keeping an eye on the troop movements here. Irradiating the Defilers. Really well played here by Light. Hasn't lost that many science vessels. I always say, how do you win SK Terran versus Zerg? You keep your science vessels alive. Easier said than done. I know. Light's expanding to the top right. Fire bats have 3-2 upgrades. The Lings are sitting here at 1-1. Great upgrades from Light. Really impressed by that. Science vessel catching another Defiler deep in the 4th base. Like, not even... Ow. Dematrixed, irradiated boxer maneuver, but Burrow ruins those plans. He's patrolling it so they can't unburrow. Oh, I don't know if Light wants to commit to this, ladies and gentlemen. He's busting in. Snipes one Lurker down that's not protected by Dark Swarm. Scourge chasing. No, what they take a hard left for? The Ultras are out. They're inside the Dark Swarm. Ultras. No, a lot of these dudes are Plague. Science vessels running for their lives. Might lose a couple down there. Plague Marines get one shot by Ultras. Wabba. 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 Scourge taking down at least one of these science vessels on the retreat there. These guys are alive, but extremely injured. One Marine remains. 138 to 110 supply. Light's been macroing like a madman. This is a weird place for a command center to be. Understandably so. These Scourge falling back before they get killed. This one Lurker getting picked out. Ultralisk. 2 Ultralisks standing and fighting. Not what you want to do if you're a Marine in this situation. 148 to 120 supply. Light was doing really well until he lost a couple of his science vessels, until the Ultras came out, until the Plagues with the Ultras came out. This top right base not happening. He lifts it. He sees the Lings coming. Lifts before they can attack any of the HP on that command center. Fire Bats. Good positioning. Good upgrades. Good medic support. Run into that meat grinder, boys. Those Zerglings are dead. These Zerglings are also dead. Do not go in there without Dark Swarm. Do not go in there without Dark Swarm. What are you doing? I know you guys are cracklings with 2-1 upgrades now, but come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Go to this base. What's in that bunker? Never mind. Don't go in that base either. Light is adequately defending his bases now. So maybe the top right. That's okay. Right side, 3 o'clock base coming in from Soma, and the 6 o'clock is getting started now too, just now. Engineering Bay gonna scout that thing. Light, little individual groups. Once again, he doesn't want to get counterattacked by a bunch of Lings and Ultras and Defilers that show up and go plop, and then he dies. So he's gonna kill, cancels that base. Beautifully done. He's not really covering this attack path right here, but I think by being on this side of the map, he is worrying Soma enough. Also, these buildings are so important in this game to keep track. He is hiding a physics lab. No, he's not. The Overlord sees that. We're making battle cruisers, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the battle cruiser play in a TVZ from Light. He's up 60 supply. Nope. It's an okay plague. It's another pretty good plague. Couple Lings getting plagued there. Not ideal, but they're squishy anyway, so it doesn't hurt too much. But we're going to get battle cruisers operational. We're giving them... We just started Yamato. We just started Titan Reactor for the battle cruisers. These guys are here. They are forcing Soma to build Scourge with gas instead of what he wants to do, which is building other stuff. So he wipes out one of the BCs. Plague catches the other one. And a single Scourge hit. Oh my gosh. Overlords, slow Overlords, Defilers, what is that? Where's your attention? Over here probably. Queen's Nest sniped. Fire Bats in the natural base. Light up 179 to 121 supply. Yeah, these are radiated Ultralisks, are pretty easy to take down if you got enough 3-3 Marines, which we do. Dematrixed Fire Bat. In case the drones turn around and try to fight him. Also, he's over here. Light is everywhere. He's multitasking like a madman. Look at this Nidus getting sniped. One Ultra pops out, causing some issues here, obviously, but look at that HP die. Look at it die. The Lings weren't here to assist. Now the Lings are here to assist, and now the Ultra lives. Amazing. 6 o'clock base dies. It's now a 4-basing boxer maneuvering. Couple drones die. Burrow, yes. Burrow, yes, but a lot of dead mining time there. Lings counterattacking the other direction. One battle cruiser free inside the main base. We're actually building some hiders to try to fight them. But no, it's not enough. Soma taps out, and Light crushes Soma in a 23-minute, absolutely crazy showing there from Light. Well done, Light. Taking down Soma. That was awesome. Terran fans are happy. Battle cruisers won. I don't know if they had a... I don't know. If we didn't make battle cruisers, I still think Light would have won here. But hey, he made battle cruisers. He won a TVZ. So hey, battle cruisers are good in this game. Yo. Did you see how many different groups Light was controlling here today? Just amazing stuff. Excellent boxer maneuvering here at the 4th base as well. Taking down the 3 o'clock. Taking down the 6 o'clock. Battle cruiser in your main. Fire Bats in your natural. Boxer maneuvering in your 4th base, and everything is A-OK here at the top of Light's domain. Whew, scary stuff, man. Insane. Like crazy good stuff, man. That was all right. That was absolutely great there. So, Yeah, that was one heck of a TVZ. Light fans are happy. The battle cruisers, the science vessels. He doesn't have like 20 science vessels running around. He's got a couple, but he has enough. He has enough. And if you kill enough hatcheries and squeeze the economy of the Zerg player enough, they will fall over dead. And that's what happened here today. So GG. I mean, I'm dead impressed by that. This is why I wanted to cast it. Great game from RJB. Great performance from Light. 158, 149,000 points there for our Terran player. Got outproduced but outkilled pretty heavily. Structures raised 8-2 in favor of Light, and outspent by the Zerg player by only about 3,000 resources in 23 minutes. Not going to make it happen. All right, that was an absolutely ton of fun. That was an incredible game. So, well done, Light. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You can catch me at, again, youtube.com/@FalconPaladinPlays for really fun games that I played. Warcraft 3, Last of Us Part 2, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 7, Baldur's Gate 3. It's a wide variety. You can find what you like out there. And you can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. You take care of yourself.